Hey folks, hey superstars, hey future millionaires. This is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin with another Millionaire Midnight Rant here. It's approximately 11:54 p.m. on a Saturday night here. And I'm going to assume that you are working. I'm going to assume that you are not out there partying and just doing what the masses are doing. So welcome to the Rant here. I'm Wesley, $1 billion Virgin. Welcome to the podcast here. You can find me on iHeartMedia, Spotify. Just search Wesley Virgin, Wesley $1 billion Virgin podcast. It's free. And I typically do 3 to 4 to 5 episodes a week for you, where I educate people on how to become rich, okay, financially stable. And also I teach people how to manifest their dreams, okay? So, hey, how are you? You doing well? And thank you for the likes and shares. Can you guys do me a favor? Can you like the video? Please. I'm just asking. Like it, share it out as well. It is my intention to make this rant pervasive around the world, okay? And I can't do that without you. I do appreciate you. I love you, and I will continue to do this. As you support me, I will continue to support you with information to be wealthy here. So listen, so tonight here, hey, can I give you guys a shout out here? If you don't mind, I want to ask the questions here. So I'm going to allow people to go live with me. And listen, these are the rules if you want to go live with me. First, let me introduce myself, just in case you don't know my pedigree. I am a young black male from Houston, Texas, okay? I grew up pretty average, not poor, but poor, average in between. So parents never made more than $20,000 a year. I grew up on the south side of Houston, Texas here. Not the best place to grow up, but I survived. But, at the age of 21, I decided that I wanted more for my life. I wanted to be rich. I wanted to be successful. And I think everybody has a defining moment in their life. They say, you know what, enough's enough. Jobs, it's just for the birds. And I wanted to find another way. And through educating myself, not giving up, persevering, and being a student of success, I'm now worth over $40 million. I run about 20 different companies on the internet. And most of those companies run on autopilot. And life is good. I'm enjoying myself. I'm a father. And I'm a server of people. Okay? I truly believe service leads to greatness, so that's what I'm doing. I'm serving. I'm going to continue to serve as I become a greater version of myself. But tonight it's all about you. I want to go live with you. All right, post your questions below. And I want you to think about it like this. Imagine if you had one question to ask a multimillionaire, because how many of you are running a business right now? How many of you are still trying to figure out what you want to do? How many of you are still struggling financially? How many of you are still trying to understand how to make the internet marketing business work or whatever? Well, I'm here for you, okay? I'm here to answer your questions for free. I charge a ton of money to do any type of coaching, but I do these things pro bono because I care. Because inside of you, there's a little bit of me as well. I know many of you have cried before as it relates to your life and the success that you haven't achieved. I know many of you have got pissed off before because you feel that you're not making progress. You're doing everything, but it's not working, right? So I've been there, right? I've lost cars, homes, repossessions, evictions, slept in my car. Had a girlfriend that had to dump and leave. I've been through it. I've been in jail a few times, whatever, but it still worked out for me, okay? And I want you to know that it can work out for you. But you got to educate yourself. Okay, so let me give you guys a shout out. Go ahead and put your names here below. We have some ladies in here and some gentlemen here tonight. Say hi, say hello. Hey, Sunshine, how are you? Hey, Job, Harris, Alex. We have Carla. Hey, Carla, how are you doing? Osea, how are you? Fresh, Elena, Matt, Black. Hey, man, how are you? Joyce York, okay. Genuine, okay. Alex Chico, What's up, my man? From Homestead. Okay. Homestead, Houston, Texas. Let's go. H-Town, baby. Let's get it. What's up, Princess Diana? King Lloyd. Antonio. Hey, Elevate with Eli. We have Eli Busia. Okay. We have Deanna. Hey, how are you? DeQuavius. I've noticed I have a lot of women followers. Much love to my ladies. Much love to my ladies. To all my gorgeous women around the planet here. I looked at the analytics here, and it appears that I have a ton of female followers here. And I appreciate you, ladies, for supporting the black man from Houston, Texas. Appreciate you. I love you. All right. I love you for that. Okay, so let's get started here. And let's just start with some questions here, and, open up a little bit. Listen, this is a very, very safe place to open up. Listen, I'm very protective of the people that follow me on the planet. So when I do these lives, if anybody's talking negative and talking bullshit, I'm going to kick their ass out of here. I'm going to block them. So I'm just letting you know in advance. It's always going to be somebody that's going to test me and try me, and it's all good. But I will block you, and I will make sure that you can't enter my live any longer. Very protective of these rants here, because a lot of people, they open up, because people really want to win. You got people on here that just spectators, they just want to listen. And you have people on here that honestly want to change their life. They want, they want more money. They want opportunities. They're sick and tired of the 9-to-5 grind. They're sick and tired of living this average, mediocre lifestyle. And it sucks. So you got people who are very just religiously, devoutly interested in learning more about themselves to become the person they're supposed to be. Okay? All right, so positive vibes only. Okay? All right, what questions do you guys have for me here tonight? Ladies first. Always ladies first. Ladies first. Always. My mom didn't raise no food. And listen, this is a rant, so I'm going to be direct, blunt. If I've used colorful language, then, get over it. Honestly, if I get loud, it is what it is. I do this because I want to be transparent with you. I don't want to bullshit you, right? I want to keep it real. And I'm going to be my true, unfiltered self. And I'm going to tell you what it is, right? If you're fucking up, I'm going to let you know that you're fucking up. It is what it is. Don't take it personal. Don't cry and whine and say, oh, Wesley, you shouldn't tell people that. Well, it is what it is, right? And I think you will want me to be genuine than to bullshit you. Because there's a lot of rich people and wealthy people, they bullshit you every single day. They tell you, oh, yeah, keep doing what you're currently doing. One day it's going to happen for you. Keep doing the dumb, stupid shit that you're doing. I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna keep it real, honestly, right? Because I want you to win. Most City in the house. Let's go. Missouri City. We have Anderson as well. Joyce from Florida as well. Brian. Okay, awesome. Questions for me. Talk to me. Can I join your live? Of course. Just request to go live with me below, and we'll go live right now. Make sure your lights is on. Make sure I can see. Hey, Jessica, how are you? And make sure you take notes. Take notes, because you may hear an experience from somebody else, and it may be relatable to your experience, right? What will help you. So pay attention, open your eyes, and make sure you're attentive and be an active listener here. Okay? All right. Questions for me, please. Or should I go live? Ladies first. Get a young lady first. Oh, here we go. We got a young lady right here. Let's go live with Miss Fee. Let's go live. How are you doing, Miss Fee?
Good.
I can't see you, Miss Fee.
Hold on, okay?
Okay. Let me see here. We have... How do you remember life when you quit your job? You still there, Miss Fee?
Yes.
How old are you, Miss Fee?
Huh?
How old are you?
27.
You're 27?
Yes.
Okay, so what's your question?
My question is, can you please subscribe to my YouTube channel?
And what's your YouTube channel?
Big Squad.
What is it?
Big Squad.
Oh, Big Squad. What do you do on that YouTube channel?
So all I do is just like post videos really that much.
Oh, okay. What year were you born?
Huh?
What year were you born?
Can you say that again, please?
What year were you born?
I was born in
I got you, Miss Fee. How old are you for real? What, were you 11, 12, 13?
no,
How old are you?
27.
And you don't know the year you were born?
I was gonna go to sleep, bye.
All right. Oh my God. I love it. Hey, listen, I love the kids. I love children. You know, I would have subscribed to her channel, but she lied to me. She didn't tell me the truth. Then listen, folks, we're gonna have a little fun. That's all good. I talk to teenagers as well because I have a ton of teenagers and millennials that follow me all over the world, and that's cool. But let's get serious here. Okay, I'm here to help. So who's next? Sometimes I'm afraid to go live because you never know what people are doing on the other side of this on these Instagram lives. You just never know what's going on with people. I don't know here. Yeah, obviously she had a mom's phone there. So follow her YouTube channel, Big Squad. Don't stop, sweetheart. Keep making videos, okay? All right, what's next here? What's next? Questions for me. How do you maneuver life when you quit your job and had no money? Yeah, so listen, and I've told the story before. So I quit my job. Because I think the average entrepreneur, what they initially do is they work a job and they run a business at the same time, or that's their intention, right? They want to keep their job because it's like a safety net because they still have to pay bills, and you want to have the business on the side. Let me tell you something. Now, I'm not saying that would never work, but almost everybody I've ever spoken to that's independently wealthy, they had to burn the bridges. Okay, I'm telling you, just because the thing is, let me tell you why. Because when you still have a job and you run the business at the same time, that kind of portrays your fear, and your fear is, well, I don't want to lose the job because if the business don't work out, then I can go back to the job. But what you don't realize, it takes so much energy to make a business work. It just betrays your fear. Like you're just afraid that the business is not going to succeed. And listen, when you're starting a company, you got to have all confidence and all belief that that company is going to work. I mean, you really do. And you have to put yourself in a position that that's the only plan that you have, plan A. And plan A is just the only plan. It's a myth that when people say that, well, you should have plan A, plan B, and plan C, or you should have your eggs in different baskets. That's what poor and average people say, okay? Rich and successful people understand there's only one plan, my friend. That's it. It's one plan because it takes so much energy to make one plan work. And when you try to when you try to divide your energy and your time in different type of companies, and you don't have one company working well, it's almost impossible to make the type of money that you want to make. Because I'm not saying that you won't make any money. I know people that have a side hustle, side business, but it's still not making enough money for them to be independently wealthy, and it's not enough money for them to quit the job. But like I know this one guy right now, he works as a doorman and he sells hookahs at clubs at night, and he's bringing in some money. He's doing like, I think, like, I don't know, 1,000 a month, 2,000 a month, something like that. And I said, my friend, picture if you just left the doorman job and just went full time. All your energy, instead of putting 8 hours or 10 hours a night or a day at being a doorman, you could be putting your energy selling hookahs, and you could sell more. So instead of doing 2,000 a month,
You'll do 6,000 because you're putting your time and effort there. Okay. But the big issue with people is they're afraid that the business is not going to work out. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to be very direct with you. I'm not trying to be negative. But if you're afraid, if you don't take action, well, you're going to lose. Okay. Period. It's okay to be afraid, but you should be more afraid of continuing to live how you're currently living. Okay. I mean, everybody's afraid, scared in the beginning when they leave their job and they go out there and chase their dreams or attempt to develop the skill to run a company. I mean, it's natural to be afraid. Okay. And it's part of the human experience. But to take no action, you're going to lose. Okay. You'll never be wealthy. You'll never get it. And so when you leave your job and you're trying to get out there and hustle, it's just a part of the process. Okay. Yeah. You have no money. Okay, great. I had no money. Like I had about $5,000 in my bank account when I quit my job. Okay. And that's all I had to live on. And for 2 years, I made it happen. Like, because when I quit my job, it took me about 2 to 3 years before I actually became independently wealthy. I made my first million. So for 2 years, it was tough. It was hard. I mean, like going to the gas station and spending 50 cents to put gas in the car. Okay. Like writing checks and waiting for another check to come in to cover the check to pay the bills. Using credit cards to pay the lights. I did all that, right? And I did it for about 3 years without having a job and any type of income. I was hustling out there. I was running boot camps. I just found a way. You have to understand something, folks, that you will find a way if you believe that there is a way. Okay? You will always find, write that down, please. An individual, man or woman, it doesn't matter how old or young you are, if you believe that there is a way, you will find it. But a lot of you don't believe that there is a way. You must say, well, how am I going to do this? How am I going to make some money? I don't know. What I'm going to do. So you come in with this very debilitating belief about, well, you don't think there's a way. So if you don't think there's a way, then your brain has no desire to discover the way that could solve the problem. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. So you got to just believe. That's why the mindset is so important. That's why I talk so much about mindset and manifestation and understanding how your brain works is when you give your brain the opportunity to discover a solution, it finds it. But if you tell yourself, there's no way, this is impossible, I can't do this, no one I know is doing this is no way this can happen, how am I going to do this, I don't see any type of solution for this. Well, if you use that type of language, then you don't even give your brain the opportunity to discover the solution. Does that make sense? I want everybody to write this down below. Mindset is key. Okay. Thank you, CEO. Mindset is key. I don't care what you say. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what billionaire. I'm telling you, mindset, how you think, counts. It's very important. It's the key to your success, and it's the key to your success, to your failure. Okay. It's just your mindset, and this is why I suggest you lovely people to focus more on your thinking, on your perception of the world, okay? On your emotional management. Like, spend time developing that first. I know you're eager to go out there and do something, create a business, but many of you have started a company, started a business, or jumped into an opportunity and quit. And gave yourself an excuse on why you did quit and justified it. Okay? And this happens to, I don't know, 90% of entrepreneurs. They start something, they quit, they stop. It gets too hot. It gets too hard. They don't have any money. Oh, what I'm going to do? I don't have money. What I'm going to do? That's what people say. This is what point average people say. I don't have any money. What am I going to do? That's a terrible question to ask yourself. Okay, if you don't have any money, what can I do to make money? Think. I think sometimes we forget we have a brain because we're so inundated with media, social media, TikTok, Instagram, videos online, people, preachers, ministers, it's just professors, it's just so many people that are telling us what we should do, how we should live, what we should wear, where we should travel, how we should talk, and we forget that we have a brain that we can decide ourselves. Okay. And I want you to remember something. Even when I speak to you, remember, you have the opportunity to decide. You have the opportunity to decide what you will do or what you won't do. Okay. It's up to you. It's your life. All right. Next question for me, please. Fitting Glam says, oh my God, I was just saying this. Awesome. Mason, what's up, man? We have CEO says, I haven't been home in years, but I've been surviving with no support. And that's good. And remember, no support means that you are supporting yourself. And this is the message to all men. Men are like, well, I got no support. Well, listen, you don't supposed to live this life with support. You have to live this life as if you're independent of support. Does that make sense? Men. I'm not talking about women. Men. Man, you're supposed to be formidable. You got to be resilient. So you shouldn't navigate the planet wanting people to help you. I saw so many grown ass, man, help me, Wes, help me, man, help me, I need help. I said, call the police then. Call 911. Don't call me if you need help. What I'm saying is a man must learn how to live independent of outside support. It's okay to have support, right? But you don't want to be dependent on support, okay? You got to realize you got to live on this planet and be a fucking man. And be a man can make his own decisions. And even if there's no way, he finds a way. And guess what? Women find a man like that very attractive, by the way. Women, can I get an amen? I know it's true. So for all my men out there that's begging other men or other people for support, help me to mentor me. Help me. Listen, figure that shit out for yourself. Because every man or every person is not going to get the opportunity to have a mentor or have a millionaire that's going to show them the way, right? It's just not going to happen. It didn't happen for me, so it might not happen for you. So instead of sitting there waiting for someone to help you, figure it out. Go through the swamp yourself. Stop looking for a boat. A lot of you don't want to swim in the deep waters because it's hard, right? You say, I don't want to get in those deep waters because I can't swim. And you waiting for a boat. You want a mentor or somebody to guide you. But listen, the boat might never show up. A lot of you on the side just waiting for a boat. Listen, no one's coming. You have to imagine if no one's coming and that you have to jump into that pool, into that water, into that deep end and learn how to swim. It is what it is. And yes, you might drown. But if you keep moving your arms and moving your legs, you won't. You may be tired because you don't know what you're doing. But as long as you continue to move, you will make it to the other end. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. How to shift the mindset from struggle and tired. Well, listen, if you're struggling right now and you're tired, first step is stop saying that you are struggling. Like, stop saying it out of your mouth, right? Words are powerful. Can I get an amen, please? Look, seriously, words are powerful. We all know this. You know this too, sweetheart, right? So first step is stop saying that you're struggling. Oh, I'm struggling right now. Stop. Use a different word to describe your experience, okay? You're tired. Okay, stop saying it. So many people, oh, I'm tired. I worked all day. I'm tired. Listen, if you continue to give yourself these type of commands, when do you give your brain or your mind the opportunity to not be tired, not to struggle? Instead of saying that, well, I'm struggling and I'm tired, say that I'm confident, I'm feeling good, and I have energy. This is something I've learned to do even when I work out. When I used to go to the gym, I used to talk about it and complain how tired I was. I'm like, man, I'm tired today. But what I started to do when I would work out and I would feel tired, I said, man, I have so much energy right now. Even though I felt like I didn't. And I realized the more I would confess and say how much energy I had, my workouts progressively got better. Does that make sense? And I started to apply this to my life and everything. So when I was working on a project and said, man, this is hard. I said, you know what, this is easy. I'm figuring it out right now. I see the solution. The solution is coming right now. And, majority of the problems in my business that I got to solve, the solution is discovered quickly based off my intention. Okay? Does that make sense? Miss Chamisa. Okay? What's next? Why do you sound like that man? What man are you talking about? Are you okay? What man are you referring to? Questions. Talk to me. Hey, lady, how are you? Hey, yo, sexy, how are you? I'm 17 with 10K. What should I do to make 100K? Okay, I'm happy that you got 10K. Okay, there's many things you could do with 10K to make money, but I want you to understand something about money, because a lot of you say, "Well, I got 50K. What do I do? Just double it." This is not the lottery, folks. This is not this is not Vegas. You're not gonna put it on red and hopefully. Understand something. Just because you got $10,000, it doesn't mean that you're gonna just flip it to $100,000 in a year or two. Listen, $10,000 is a couple of things you could do. Go get your home if you can get approved, right? Get your small home, buy it. If you have the right percentage of down, you can get a home, put it on Airbnb. Another thing you can do, take $10,000, put it in an index or a mutual fund. So at least instead of that money in the bank with the index fund, you're making 10 to 20% per year off your money. So while you're trying to think about what you should do with the money, you are accumulating money. Listen, wealth is long term. You got to really think that way. A lot of you're trying to get rich quick. You just want something to magically. It doesn't work that way. Wealth is longevity. For me to be wealthy, it took me about 9 to 10 years. I had to accumulate so much knowledge and information. I had to try so many things to finally become wealthy, because I had to learn how to acquire wealth. Wealth is acquired over years, right? It takes time to do that because you have to understand money, understand how money works. And you can't be in a rush. Many of you are so anxious. You think because you got 20,000 in the bank, 50,000, and you say, I got this money, I don't know where to put it, blah, blah, blah. And you're scared to put the money somewhere because you want to guarantee. Listen, with money, with wealth, or whatever, it's no guarantees, folks. It is what it is. You can lose money in everything. There's no guarantees, period. Okay? You just got to understand that. So what I would do with $10,000, I would invest some of that money in myself as far as buying a course to learn a skill. And like I said before, maybe you can get a home, a smaller home, something cheap, a super inexpensive home, fix it up or whatever, and put it out for Airbnb or rent it out. Just start small. Don't think that $10,000 is gonna make you $100 or $10 gonna make you $50,000. This is not the fucking lottery. This is not the horse races, okay, folks? So you have to stop with this mentality, okay? All right, what's the next question for me? But kudos to have $10,000 if you're 17. What's next? What about if your credit is so good? You mean it's not good, or Melody? You said it's so good. What do you mean? Do you have good credit? You have good credit. That's great. What's your top 3 person development books? Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself, Think and Grow Rich, and How to Win Friends and Influence People. What's next? Let's get some value. Let's get some good questions here. Hey, Mimi, how are you? What's good with you, young lady? Credit isn't nothing with money. That's a lie. What are you talking about? It's nothing without money. It depends on what you're trying to do it for. You can get credit cards without money. If you got good credit, you can get a credit card. You can use the credit card to fund the business. It's so many things you can do, folks, right? But see what this person said? They said, well, if you have credit, it's nothing without money. That person just ignorant. He just don't know, right? That's why education or financial literacy is so important. Unfortunately, it is not taught in school how to be financial literate because you folks just don't know. You think because you don't have money, you can't do anything. That is not the case. Okay. But what I ask you to do is open up your mind a little bit, right? There's many things you can do without money. I didn't have any money in the beginning. Okay. And now I earn millions per month. Credit is life, cash money is trash. Like, why do you say that? Like, what facts do you have to support that ideology that credit is life and cash money is trash? Listen, a decade ago, my credit sucked. Okay. And I didn't have much cash when I quit my job, but I still found a way. And now, where I am now in my life, I have good credit now, but I don't even need to have good credit because I can buy things cash because I make so much money. It doesn't even matter. It's all relative. But you see how people's thinking, like that man said credit is life, which what does that even mean? And cash is trash. How's cash trash? Are you crazy? Cash is king. Are you insane? But he just don't know. I don't even want to lose $2,000. You're right. I'm afraid I don't even want to lose $2,000. Yeah, I understand that. No one. Listen, no one wants to lose money, but it's like getting into a relationship. Everybody wants to be in a relationship with a woman or a man, but don't want to get hurt. You see the contradiction there? I mean, does that even make you see the conflict? I want to be in love. I want to have the lover of my life, but I never want to get hurt. Are you crazy? Just like in business, I want to run a multi-million-dollar business, but I don't want to lose money. Are you crazy? You're going to lose money. I'm just letting you, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to lose money. Money's going to be gone. And honestly, I don't really believe that you lose money. I did a video about that you can watch on my IG account, Wesley Virgin. But listen, you're going to lose money. It is what it is. You're going to make a bad investment. Okay, it's going to happen. And you have to get to the point that you're not so emotional as it relates to money. You have to understand that you make the money. Money don't make you. If you lose money, you start crying. Really? So you're telling me that money that has no heart, no blood, no emotions can make you feel a certain way? Stop it. Okay? You got to learn to detach yourself emotionally from money. Understand that money, it goes in, it goes out. And you have to learn how to get more of it in and learn how to get less of it going out, right? That's the strategy. That's the technique, right? You have to figure out how do I get more money in my life or in my bank account and less money going out. Make sense? That's the equation. Somebody said, I just want to be a million. I just want $1 million, Wes. Why? Why do you just want $1 million? Huh? What's next? What's going on? Welcome, Texas. How are you? Oh, Lord. You have to run ads, though. You need to spend lots of money. Well, how much is lots of money, Harlan? That's vague. I mean, when I first started running ads, I was spending $10, $20 a day. Unless you have to spend what you have, right? Everybody has to stay in your own individual zone. Maybe you don't have thousands of dollars to spend a day. That's okay. Spend with $10 a day. It may take you longer to create the data, but it's okay. The point is that you're doing something. Many of you are talking yourself out of everything. Well, I can't do ads because I know you got to spend more money. You got to really spend a lot of money to make money. You're talking yourself out of taking action. Do you not understand that? When I first started doing anything, I was just creative. Like, I would never make the excuse, oh, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough. I never said these words. I just found a way. Because I'm creative than a motherfucker. I'm a creative young man. Extremely creative. I would never blame not having money and the reason why I couldn't do something. Okay? And I want you to attribute, and I want you to assimilate the same type of attitude. It's always a way, always a way to do something, even if you don't have the money. You just got to be more creative, okay? There's this guy named Andrew Tate. I may sign up for his course. Okay, sign up for it. I don't think it's necessary, but do what you got to do. Where to put my 100K? Princess Diana, if you got $100,000, put it in a index fund. Tell us about how to be creative for credit. So it depends on CEO. What do you want to do, man? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Right? It's too many things that you can do. You can do real estate. You can use credit to buy things and sell things on eBay. You got to tell me what you want to do. There are millions of, it's a variety of things you could do with credit to make money, folks. But I need to know what you want to do, okay? What's next? How to stop worrying when something is bothering you. Something that's important. What would you do? So listen, let's talk about worry, okay? Let's talk about negative thoughts, because, you know, worrying is basically negative thoughts. And I get this question all the time. People say, well, Wesley, you know, how can I stop thinking about negative thoughts? How can I stop worrying? Listen, you don't need to stop worrying, because even to think about stopping worrying, you have to think about worrying about something. Just when you try to stop thinking about negative thoughts, well, you have to think about not thinking about negative thoughts, which you're thinking about negative thoughts. Does that make sense? Listen, to put it plain is that stop thinking about what you're losing, stop thinking about what you don't have, and stop thinking about what you're not getting. Think about what you want. When people worry about things, oh, I'm just worried about I'm going to be able to pay the bills. Well, instead of worrying about you're going to pay the bills, think how you will be able to pay the bills. Because think about it for a second. I want you to really think deeply about this now. When you worry about things, how is that serving you? When you're thinking about, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. What if this happens? What if I lose this? My question to you is, how is that providing any solution to the problem? Worrying, it's just futile. It's just useless. I mean, it doesn't serve you. It's not going to serve your situation. It's not going to serve other people. Not going to serve the family. So what you do is you have to trust, okay? Now, what do I mean by when I say trust? You have to trust that your intention, which is something positive about your situation, is going to take place. You got to trust that and believe that your situation that you're currently in is going to work out handsomely in your favor. Does that make sense? And I get it. You might say, well, what if it don't? But my question is, what if it does? Like, what if it does work out? Like, we're so pessimistic, and another word for pessimism is reality. Because I know some of you are like, well, that's not reality, Wes. Come on, that's bullshit. That's not reality. That's just your pessimistical attitude, okay? Because that's not reality. Reality is not seeing the glass half empty all the time. And that's a lot of you. You're worrying about things that you can't even control, okay? You have to believe that the solution is there, and the solution is going to present itself at the right time, okay? Like, I'm a living testimony. Like, when I quit my job, when I had no money, I had to believe that everything will work out perfectly, which means all my bills will be paid. I'll be able to eat properly, and I'll be able to do what I need to do to function as I develop my business. And I'll never forget the night I told myself this. I was sleeping on my air mattress, laying down, uh, in my drawers, right? In my boxers, my Fruit of the Looms. And I told myself, I said, you know what? I said, everything's going to work out. I remember the day I quit my job. I just stopped going. And they terminated me through email. And I told myself, I said, you know what? Everything's going to work out perfectly. I'm going to have more than enough money to pay my bills as I develop the business. And let me tell you something. Everything worked out. If I would tell you the story, it'll blow your mind. I've told the story many times. It's just like miracles and serendipity. But I was so confident. When I said everything's gonna work out perfectly. I'm 31 years old, 2 children, laying on the air mattress, right? And I just said, you know, everything's gonna work out. Everything's gonna work out perfect. I'm not worried about the bills. I'm not worried about rent next month. I'm not worried about the light bill. I know everything is going to work out perfectly. And guess what? It did. Okay? It did. We have more people in here tonight. Hey, can I get everybody to do something for me? Can everybody tag one person? If you can't tag one person, tag Oprah Winfrey, or LeBron James, and Kevin Hart. All right, what's next? Talk to me. Hey, Julian, how are you? Hey, Maria, how are you? Miss Reyes, how are you? All right, what's next? Questions for me, please. So Mr. Ali Willingham says, y'all, his course works. Literally in a week, I was offered a position I didn't even apply for. And he's talking about my Genie Script course. And listen, if you don't have the Genie Script course right now, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you're truly serious about manifesting your dreams. And I get it. You know, many of you are waiting for the bandwagon. You're waiting for everybody else to jump on the bandwagon before you buy the course. But why wait? Why be a follower? Why wait till everybody else jump in and then you jump in? Why not jump in now? Okay. And when we give 100% money back guarantee, I say try it. It works. We have tons of testimonies inside the course itself. It's called thegeniescript.com. Check it out. Thanks. Thank you guys for the tag. Does the index fund pay you 10 to 20% on your money? Yes. And I've already explained what an index fund is so many times. All right. If you look at the history of an index fund, like Fidelity has many index funds. Look it up. Go to Ameritrade, go to Fidelity, right? .com. And you search and research the history of an index fund. You know, almost all index funds in the past 10 years, they're not so volatile. They don't change much because an index fund is composed of different companies in like one cookie jar, okay? Has a hedge fund manager, was a professional with manages the fund basically for you, okay? So it's like you have somebody managing a fund that all you need to do is just put your money in there. Now, right now, the mutual funds are down, but it's okay. They will go back up again. It's just normal, right? It's normal. It goes down, it goes up, but usually goes up. But right now, because of everything that's happening with the war, you know, the market is a little bit just shaky. But still, everything is down. It's time to buy, honestly, right? What's next? You downtown? I'm close to downtown. What do you think of options? I don't know much about options, honestly. I love you too, Natisha. Thank you so much for your kind words. Questions for me. Questions. Talk to me. Man, we should have 45 million people in there. Why do you want to have 44? Where's the 43 million people at? Are they asleep? Wes, do you still trade Forex? Yes. And I will be posting my results starting next week. I'm losing money in the stock market. Where to put my 100K? You're not losing money as long as you don't sell person down. You don't lose, but you don't sell. You just don't sell whole. What's next? What's next? At the time when you didn't have money and you laid down and thought about it every night, what you can do, what triggered you? What triggered me to do what? What do you mean? What are you doing, big head? I'm hanging out, just talking to you, doing my best to give value. I did, but the value gone down. Yeah, but just relax. The market will shift again. You just gotta wait. There's no rush. You don't need the money, right? Let it sit. What's next? Talk to me. You would trigger me to be a millionaire? Well, so remember, at the age of 21 is when I made a decision that I was going to be rich because I was terminated from a job that I worked my ass off for. How was your starting business? It was rough. At the age of 21, the first business, the first company I got involved with was network marketing, MLM, multi-level marketing. That was my first introduction to business. And it was wonderful, it was. Because it's around a lot of positive people. They introduced me to personal development. But I never did extremely well. Never did. And I made a decision that I was going to be my own CEO. Right? I wanted to cut my own checks. So I decided to leave network marketing and start internet marketing companies and learn how to use the internet in a way that it'll pay me for the rest of my life. What's next? Wes, how did you learn to manage your money better during your journey here? So, yeah, remember, I have a rule that's called 70-30. I still live by this rule today. For the past 10 years, I've been living by the rule 70-30. And I was living by this rule when I wasn't making a lot of money. So 30% of my money takes care of my lifestyle. Bills, car notes, insurance, rent, anything that are necessities for my survival. Then 70% are for the dumb stuff, right? Cartier bracelets, shiny chains, Lamborghinis, Rolls Royce, traveling the world, first class, 5-star hotels, 5-star dinners, taking people out, giving gifts to people, right? So, yeah, 70% is for all the stupid things that I buy, but 30% is for the lifestyle. So I don't spend my money based off what I earn. 30% of that money is used for my living experiences. So it never goes over there. But I make a lot of money. Honestly, I make a ton of money. So even 30% is fine. I mean, I live well below my means. What do you prefer, condo or house? High rise, penthouse. You invest 30%? No, I said I live on 30% of the amount of money that I bring in net per month. What were you like when you were 20, money wise and mindset? Oh, well, I was 20 in my 20s. I was terrible with money. I mean, I was just like you, big head. I was spending more money than I had, obviously. I was making $10 an hour. I would spend that $400 a week check. It was gone. Always. It didn't matter how much money I made. It could be $5, $10 a month. I would spend all of it. Okay. So I had bad financial habits because, like I told you before, I didn't have anybody that taught me how to, you know, work with my money or manage my money. My parents, they didn't teach me how to do it. So what was I going to do? I didn't know how to do it. So I made bad decisions in my 20s, money wise. Oh, we have a lot of people in here tonight. Whoa, it's filling up fast. Talk to me. Should one meditate to find their purpose in life? You can. You can. Right? You can meditate to find your purpose if that's your intention. Because I truly believe that your purpose is something that you decide for yourself. You decide this is what you want to do, and you become this type of person. And I'm going to be honest, many people, they never find their purpose. There's many people that would die not knowing what their purpose is. It is what it is. I'm going to be honest. It's a luxury to live your purpose, but it's a moral obligation to do something virtuous with your life. Okay? You can't just sit around and just do what everybody else is doing. You should want to go out there and do something that's going to make some type of contribution to the world. Okay? Number one advice for us men. Men. Okay, so this is for men and all men only. Women, shut your ears. You don't want to hear this. So, man, this is my advice to you. It doesn't matter if you're in your 20s, teenagers, 30s, 40s, 50s. It doesn't matter if you're single, married, whatever. Listen, please. I'm saying this from the top of my heart, and I want you to write this down. Get the money first. Okay? Get the money first. Not the woman first. Many of you men, you got it backwards. You got the woman, and they ain't trying to get the money. No. Get the money first. Work on making a ton of money. Whatever you have to do, whatever you need to learn, whatever seminar, course you need to buy, you do it until you make more than enough money that you don't have to worry about money. Okay? Then introduce other things in your life. Does that make sense? But a lot of you men, you put women in the priority. You got men on here right now. They might say, "Yeah, my woman, she's my number one. She's my number one priority." Well, you're not a smart man, in my opinion, because your woman cannot be your number one priority, or they should not be. And I know a lot of women kind of frazzled based off what I said, but I'm gonna explain it to you. Listen, if you make women your number one priority, that means you make everything else a lesser priority, including money, your career, your business. So if you're giving your woman all your attention, all your love, and all your this, then what about the business? What about your career? And I'm telling you something, if you don't focus on it, you don't pay attention, because business is very competitive. It is what it is. It's always changing. It's dynamic, and it's changing faster than any before. You could be doing well this year, and next year you'll be in bankruptcy because you're not paying attention. Listen, man, you cannot put your woman first as it relates to your business and your career. Your purpose, your business, your career, the money has to be first, period. Even before your family. Some men say, "Oh, my family first." How is the family first if you're not paying any bill? I mean, think about it first. How can you put them first and not put the money? Because the money is going to provide the lifestyle to ensure the family is comfortable. You put family first, you say, "Well, I'm going to put my family first. I'm going to take a week off. I'm going to take 2 weeks. I'm going to take a month off. I'm not worried about my business. I'm not worried about my career. I'm putting my family first." Okay, I'm telling you something. And your money is going to run out. Or you get laid off. You get terminated because you're not paying attention. Same thing in business. Your competitors take over your industry. And now you're broke. You're putting your family first, but you're broke. Or you're struggling. Or you're trying to make it. And what you used to do this year, you can't do next year. Does that make sense? Because once you provide a certain type of lifestyle to women and to your family, they expect it. They don't want to go backwards. Can I get an amen, women? No woman wants to go backwards at all, period. If you always take your baby on trips and buy her nice things and make her feel good financially, she expects that unconsciously. She's used to it. But if all of a sudden you got to cut back, oh, I'm sorry, baby, we can't do the 5-star hotel. We do 2-star. Oh, I'm sorry, baby, we can't do the first class flights. We got to do the coach. I mean, she'll be cool with it, but she going to feel it a little way. She going to be like, damn, but I missed those first class flights, though. I missed those 5-star hotels. Yeah, we eat at Chili's, but I'd rather go to Mastro's. It's just the truth, okay? But if you're a smart man, if you're an intelligent man, you'll realize that money's always first, period. Okay? I don't care what you say. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what man, woman. Listen, you could debate me for hours. It could be a billionaire, millionaire debate with me. I don't give a fuck. Money is first, period. Money put the children in college. Money put the children in private schools. Your daughter come to you, Daddy, I need this. My daughter, she came to me, let me see, what did she come to me for? What did she want? I forgot. Like she said, like, I got a bunch of girls over here at my house as her friends, and they're having a bachelorette party, okay? Right? She's 18, the little girl's getting married. Okay, great. And my daughter is the maid of honor. Her dress costs $400 for somebody else's wedding, right? What if I say, oh, I'm sorry, babe, I can't do it? No, absolutely not. I'm not that type of father. Because I make sure I secure the bag. The money's always going to be secure. And I'm going to do whatever I have to do to make sure the bag is secured. Why? To take care of the family. Period. It was a time a couple of years ago, the mother of my children, the car broke down. Her car broke down. Done. You know what she forgot to do? I don't know if she put oil in the car or something. The engine blew up. Boom. I had to buy her another car. Immediately. $20,000. Boom. I did that. Because I take care of the money. First. Because the money is what takes care of the family. Does that make sense? You know, when people say, well, you got to take care of your family. Well, how are you going to do that broke? You can't take care of nobody's family broke, struggling, financially torn. Does that make sense, man? Wake up. Stop listening to your woman. If a woman tells you, well, you got to put me first, listen, you better leave her tonight. Let's say, no, I can't be with you. Because you don't get it. I can't put you first. Your money going to be gone, and she going to be gone too. Because, listen, she going to like it at first, but as soon as the money or the security stops, she going to find her another man, or she going to be displeased, or you're going to argue more in the relationship. Do you not know that the lack of money is the major cause of divorce and relationship problems? You ever met people that are broke in a relationship? They are always angry, pissed off. They're upset because they lack money, which is the man's responsibility. You're the leader, young men. So that's my advice I would give to all you men. Take care of the bag first. Get the money first. Forget about the women. Let all the women go. Okay? Let all your side chicks go. Let everybody go. All your little late night hypes. Let them go, man. I'm telling you, you're going to wind up 40, 45, 50, and 60 years old still trying to find out how to become independently wealthy. Still trying to figure that shit out. And you're going to have younger men like me. Well, look, I'm going to walk into the venue. Your girl going to be looking at me because I'm going to the front. Like last night, me and my boo, we went to the Kevin Hart concert, okay, comedy show. And, you know, I'm coming through. And I see, you know, we see women, you know, people, men, whatever. And I walk into the front. You know, I see the other women in the nosebleeds. You think women don't, listen, don't be crazy, man. You think women are not looking at other men take their woman to the front of the show while you in the nosebleeds? They watching you. They like, damn, man, they going to the front. Man, I wish we could have sat a little bit closer to the front as well. Everybody looking at these people, saying they got the money. Those people got the real money. And you with your dude in the back, in the cheap seats. And you think your woman cool with it because she's not going to tell you the truth. I'm telling you, women know I'm right. Women are not going to tell you how they really feel about the situation because they know you can't take it. Most men can't take shit. They get butthurt immediately. You can't tell a man nothing. You know what, man? You don't really look that good. Your dick ain't that big. Men they just crumble. So women don't do that because women are resilient. Women can take shit. You can say a woman ugly, they fat, they'll get over it. You? Because women take a lot. They get cheated on, boom, they bounce back. Men, they can't. They can't take it. It's just the truth. Okay? So that's my advice to men. Get the money first. Men, comment below. Get the money first. Women, if you have a man right now that you know he is not financially independent, I want you to tag him right now. Don't tell him why you tagging him. Just tag him because he needs to know this. He just don't know. He just think being in love with you is enough. But what he don't know, that you want to be treated like a queen, like a princess. Okay? And a princess and a queen has diamonds. Okay? She has beautiful things, purses, traveling the world. Okay? Security, financially. So you go ahead and tag your man. It's okay. He will appreciate it. Tag him. KK, tag your man. Tag your little lover. Tag your splackavelli. Tag your part-time lover. Whoever, just tag him. Tag the man that you like, that you want to mentor. You want your man to mentor financially. Okay? What's next? But get the money first. There you go, King Lloyd. So that's my advice to men. Okay? And I know a lot of you men, you're not going to take the advice. It's okay. Listen, I'm just the messenger. I know, listen, that's why they call it the 1%. It's not the 97% of people that are wealthy. It's the 1%. Especially when it comes to a man. I mean, men, like right now, men in their 20s, they listening, but they like, nah, man, but I got to have my girl support me. Like, I know men that give me every reason in the book on why they should quit this, the reason why they should keep their woman. Every reason. Well, she supports me, Wes. She's there for me, Wes. She does that for me, Wes. I'm like, does she know how to run a business? And like I said before, I'm not saying it's impossible to create a business or a company or a legacy with a woman. But I truly believe in the beginning, in the inception part of the business, in the beginning, you should do it by yourself. Do it alone. Okay? It's easier that way. Because your woman doesn't understand what a true successful entrepreneur needs to be successful. Because she ain't never been with a successful entrepreneur. Most women have never been with a man that makes millions of dollars. Some have, but many of them have not. And some women who have been with men like that, you haven't been with these men long enough because you get out quickly because you're like, oh, he cheat. Too many women like him. He too rich. He too arrogant, blah, 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 whatever. You don't know how to deal with a man like that yet because you're new. Okay? Some of you women, you're very new to like high value men. You don't know how to function with a man like that. You're so judgmental, you're so criticism. You like all the perks, but when it comes to your behavior and how you have to navigate a man like this, you think you could be the same piss poor woman that you are with these average men. You can't be this way with high value men. You ain't dating no fucking low value Pookie and Ray Ray that you used to. And that's the issue with a lot of women. Women, you're going to step up your game. I'll be honest with you. I'm talking with men that are high value. Step up your game. You're not dealing, if you want to deal with a low value man, stay with him. But don't bring that low value shit to a high value man because we ain't going to put up with it at all. We'll let your ass go. And I would let your ass go. I wouldn't even think about you tomorrow. I swear to God. You'll be a memory. I go to Brazil. Shit, I go to Spain somewhere. I forget all about you. Why? Because I got the means to do it. Low value, man, they ain't got no means. They can't even go to Cancun. Can't even go to Jamaica. They got to go to Austin. They got to go to California. They can't make no trips because they low value. So for all my women out there, my beautiful, gorgeous queens, okay, if you want to attract a high value man, you have to learn how to become the type of woman that a high value man will attract, okay? Because we like certain type of women, okay? Next question for me. Talk to me. What's next here? Are you folks getting value here? Take notes. Let me see here. Questions here. Questions. Talk to me. Why is it that when men are supposed to be strong, why is that when men are supposed to be the strong ones? Is that a question? I don't even understand that question, honestly. It doesn't make sense. Can you write it again, please? All right, what's next? What's your question, Princess Diana? I didn't see it. So who is this? People actually believe this guy. Let me go ahead and delete this guy. Let me kick this guy out of here right now. Bye-bye. Listen, when I have a rant and I want to ask for your opinion and I give you the opportunity to have banter with me, back and forth debate, I'll say that. But this is not the rant for that. So you hold your comment. If you have any negative comments, saying things that, oh, this is a bunch of garbage, get your ass out of my goddamn life. Does that make sense? Get out. Like, why are you wasting my time? Why are you here? If it's garbage, why are you here, stupid? I'm not being mean. I'm just being honest. Right? Because I will kick you out of here. Go. I'm here educating. This is my philosophy. This is my ideology. This is how I see the world. And guess what? It's working for me. Period. It's working. Obviously, I'm living the life that I want to live. Are you? And if you are, you shouldn't be on this live. Okay? Because the people that listen to me are the people who want to grow. Okay? So get out. What's next? Talk to me. Wesley, I fully understand you. Forget the haters. All right, what's next? Give me a question, folks. Come on, I'm ready. I'm in a ranting mood here. Okay, I'm gonna give it to you raw, and I'm gonna give it to you real, and I'm gonna give it to you deep. What values a high value woman has to have for high value men? Being sexy, being emotionally stable, being financially stable. What? Princess Diana, I don't really understand your questions here. What values high value woman has to have for high value? Okay, so listen, women, I think women have the definition of high value women a little bit mixed up or distorted. Okay, so this is not a like listen, the comparison are the attributes of a high value man. It's not synonymous to a high value woman. Like, we don't care if you're rich. Does that make sense? You don't need to be financially independent. Okay, women. As a matter of fact, you don't have to all have all your shit together. We ain't really too concerned about that. I mean, as long as you just, you ain't financially just ruined, right? I mean, you got, something going for yourself, like a small thing. But we don't care about it if you have money. Okay, we don't care about that. We don't. It's not important for you to be confident and, okay, who cares? What's important for a high value man? Well, we want a woman that can be submissive, obsequious. We want a woman that can be a helpmate, a woman that can pay attention to what we're doing, a woman that's actually interested in our lifestyle and what we're doing as far as career or business or where we got to do. Someone that's interested, somebody that's going to make my life easier. Does that make sense? We truly want to help mate. We want somebody that's nice, somebody that smiles, somebody that's a optimistic type of person. Okay. Um, Someone that doesn't argue all the time about every fucking thing, someone that can be secure in themselves. Because understand, when a man is high value, obviously he's sought out from other women. But we need that woman to have a level of security that she's not always insecure about other women that's around him. Because it's always going to be like that forever. It's just how it is. Because high value men, women love a high value man. Does that make sense? So you have to be secure in yourself and say, hey, I got a high value man. I appreciate it. I'm thankful for him. And you have to trust him based off what he tell you, whatever. And if you don't trust him, get out. That's what I tell women. If you don't trust, get out. Because you're going to cause the relationship to be toxic based off your own insecurities because he's around women that maybe you feel inferior to. Oh, she looks better than you. I don't know. Whatever. Does that make sense? So those are some of the attributes that are required for a high value man as it relates to the type of woman that we want to be with. Okay. We want a woman that's nice. We want a woman that's feminine, not a masculine woman. So many masculine women. Listen, women, I'm not trying to tear you down. I love you. I'm going to be, listen, women, I love you. I'm just trying to teach you something. All that masculine energy, we don't like that. High value, they don't like, I don't think no man does. We don't like masculine women, overly aggressive women, women that want to take charge. Okay, great. You got a business, take charge there. When you get home, I need you to be the female or the feminine woman that I want. Okay? I need you to be soft. I don't need you to be hard. I don't need you to be aggressive. Talk to me like a goddamn man. I'm a man. I don't need you to wear the pants, wear a dress. Does that make sense? So I need you to be comfortable in your feminine energy. Okay? I want a woman that smells good. Woman with pretty teeth. Woman that take care of her body, works out. I'm just being honest with you. Typically, high value men, they want women that work out. Why? Because we high value. Why we want a woman that's overweight or unhealthy, that don't take care of our hygiene, don't take care of her teeth, don't take care of her just think about it. Don't take care of her hair, don't take care of her nails. We want a woman that takes care of her physical attributes because, listen, a high value man, you know what? Listen, and I'm going to be very honest with you. The reason why men become very high value is because they want status. They want status because they know this is very attractive to women. Because women like men who have high status. It's just how it is. Always going to be like that. And the more higher status you are, the more beautiful, sexier, gorgeous woman you can have on autopilot. You don't have to work too hard for it. Okay? I'm not saying that low value man can't have a beautiful woman, but high value man, we get those women easier because beautiful women are looking for men who are high value. Make sense? So make sure you take care of your physical appearance. Look good. Do whatever you got to do. Go to that gym. Work that body out. You should be going to the gym 6 days a week. Like if I was a woman, I'd be going to the gym 6 days a week, making my body perfect as hell. I mean, super perfect. Working out, killing it. Squats. I'd be doing those thigh things, and I'd be working on my back, my butt, my thigh. I mean, I'll be on it. So all a woman got to do, look good. Right? Go to the gym. To be fat and overweight, all that stuff, all that obesity, we're not down with that. We don't like that, period. Not high value men. Because men are visual. Men are very sexual people, right? So what they see is just what turns them on. Okay? All right, what's next? So I go 4 to 5. Yeah, you go 6. Go 6 days. I mean, you understand, you got a high. Listen, if you get the opportunity to get a high value man, first of all, kudos to you. Okay? Kudos to you. If you got a man that's handsome and rich and can communicate to you, right? And treat you well, take care of your finances. I mean, come on. You better make sure you keep that body looking good. Okay? You better be looking good. I'm telling you. Because you're not. It's just inevitable, man. You see, to think about a high value man, I'm going to give you guys I want you women to understand what happens in a high value man's life. It's just so many women. We don't even have to try to get women. When men go to the club, they trying to get a woman. They trying out there talking to women, talking. Like a high value man, he don't even have to. He don't have to. Like if he looks like something, he looks fit, athletic, got some gold pieces on his wrist, got a pretty smile, man. Women are looking at this man in the right section, in the right club, at the right man. Women are coming in. The type of women that are coming to this man are gorgeous. Not no average women, because see, average women are intimidated by a high value man. But beautiful women, they ain't intimidated. They'll look at you. You be in the gym, they'll look at you. You look at them, they look at you again. They'll look at you again. It happened to me one time. I'm at the gym, and it's this beautiful look, Asian mixed Italian girl. I mean, just gorgeous, right? And I'm working out. You can tell she's not from here, from California, right? Obviously, not Houston. And I'm looking at her, and she looking at me. We turn away. I look at her again. She look at me again. I look at her, and she looks at me again. And you know I had to go get it, of course, because she knew what she wanted. She want that type. She don't want no regular ass man. Cause this girl's smart. She got it. She told me she Magnum cum laude. She got her own business. She drive a G-Wagon. She doing well, and she look good, beautiful. So she know the type of man she want. And see, women like that, they'll go get it. They not like average women. They kind of just scared, But those type of women, sheesh. And no, I didn't have sex with her. If you asked me that question, I did not. What's next? Talk to me. Talk to me. How about plastic surgery? I want to do my best, but ABD tummy tuck. What do you think about it? Princess Diana, I say work on your body. Go to the gym first. Listen, I know plastic surgery is just so pervasive on the world and everybody's doing it, but that don't mean you got to do it. All right? I prefer a woman to be natural as humanly possible. I know some men, they want plastic this, plastic that, whatever. Not me. All right? I like a woman that works. Work in that gym. I like a woman that get down and dirty in the gym. Ain't nothing that turn me on than a woman that can work out. Because I love working out. I just love it. And like this, even the sex is better. When you get a woman that works out just like you, man, because you get horny when you work out. You get kind of aroused sometimes because you hitting it. You're like, man, I'm ready to release this energy. And say if you got a woman that's just like that, the sex is amazing. You ever had sex with a woman that doesn't work out at all, lethargic? It's terrible. Sex is just awesome. I mean, it's not awesome. It's just not good. It's horrific. Get a woman that works out, man. It feels good, right? It's power. It's just so good. I mean, sex is just absolutely amazing. It is. It's good. So what I would say to you, Princess Diana, keep working on your body, okay? Work out. Go to the gym. Take a year of your life. Work out. Eat right. And usually the stomach, and I get it. Women have this whole, I got a tummy this, and diet ain't going to fix this. Before you keep talking about what it won't fix, once you fix your diet for an entire year, and after an entire year of eating right and working out for 6 days a week, then assess if you should do any type of plastic surgery. But at least actually try to work out and be disciplined with your eating, okay? And what you're putting into your mouth, all right? What's next? Somebody said, Jay Riskin said, he's dead. Okay. I don't like being hollered at the gym. I'm usually looking like a sweaty rat. Whoa. The words that you use to describe that experience, sweaty rat? First of all, I've never seen a rat nor a sweaty one, so I can imagine that one. I don't think anybody have ever seen a sweaty rat before. All right, what's next? I get crazy at the gym. Yeah, exactly. How to develop self-discipline. Yeah, so you don't need to develop self-discipline. You need to just talk to yourself and tell yourself why you should be committed to a process, okay? And it's just a self thing, honestly. You have to talk to yourself. And you have to give yourself reasons why you should be disciplined. Because if you don't have enough reasons why, you just won't do it. I'm going to be honest. You'll never do it, okay? You'll always ask the question of how can I be more motivated? Well, you got to know why you want to be motivated, why you want to be disciplined. And that's a process for some people. For me, it's just very simple. I don't know. I don't want to be average. That's it. Because the average people are not disciplined. So I don't want anything to do with anything that's average. Okay, in my life. Until I die, I'm not going to do with anything that's average in my eyes. Okay. What's next? Are you guys getting, ladies and gentlemen, are you getting value here tonight? Did you pay her rent? No, I did not. Because I wasn't dating that girl. That was just a girl in the gym. Listen, another thing is, like every girl that I meet, or every girl that any guy or high value man meets doesn't mean he's sleeping with her. Come on, that's just stupid. You know, I mean, women, unfortunately, they think that I'm some type of male whore. I swear to God, they think I'm just sleeping with all these women. I'm like, where are these women that I'm sleeping with? Really? You think I'm that type of man? Absolutely not. I'm a king. I can't be sleeping with anything. No, sir. I'm selective. Okay. I've turned down plenty of women in my life. I can't do it. Maybe when in my 20s, but now, nah, I can't. I can't sleep with anything that just come right to me. Nah, I got to assess. I got to check the energy, how you treat me, how you talk, it just takes a lot for me. It's just not instant. Some women may be instant, some, the 1%, but ain't many of them, okay? What's next? Wes, what are the traits of a high value man? Easy. Let's keep it just stupid simple. High value men. You know, at first it was six figures, but I don't know. I don't think it's six figures anymore because six figures is not enough money. You can't do much with six figures, honestly. I think it's seven figures. High value men make at least seven figures, pyramid. High value men, they don't work for anyone. They have their own companies or they have their own opportunities that they run their own thing. Okay. High value men, they work out. They got nice bodies. They're very attractive men physically, just like working out. I'm not talking about their faces, right? But they work out. They work out. They take care of their health. That's a high value man. High value men, they got nice teeth. Anybody can have nice teeth? Tell you folks. Braces, go to Colombia, go to Mexico, get your fake veneers, whatever you got to do. But high value men have pretty smiles. Okay? Women like that stuff. Another thing about high value men, they take care of the hygiene on a different level, much more than what low value men do. They really do. They're very, very particular of how they take care of themselves. When they go to the gym, you see their hair, they always have a haircut. I mean, the hair always looks nice. They always smell good. Doesn't matter if they're working out, doesn't matter if they're at home, they always smell good. These are high value men, in my opinion. This is my assessment of a high value man, because I'm one. High value men that can communicate very well with people, with women, with men, with people. They are great communicators, know how to use their words, okay? Got to have a very extensive vocabulary. High value men, they typically walk with their chest out, shoulders back. They always walk as if they're going somewhere, okay? High value men are very relaxed men. They're not so anxious. Like, they're not worried about shit. They just calm, collective, cool, relaxed. You know, they just strolling along like the world is following them. They're not in a rush to anything. That's high value men. They ain't in a rush for shit. They ain't trying to rush anything. They'll be late for whatever. They're not in a rush, to be honest. They just very relaxed people, okay? Does that make sense? Man, did you write that down? Okay? High value men, they take care of the woman that they're with. When I say take care of a woman, which means am I talking about financially? Absolutely. They have no problem with that, okay? Because they're rich. They have money, so they don't care about the money like that. Low value men are always complaining about how women are trying to take their money when they don't even have no money, right? High value men understand that it is part of his responsibility as a man to take care of the woman that he's dealing with. I don't care if you're sleeping with her, it's your girlfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, whatever. But if you're dealing with that woman, that's the woman that you want to be with. You're sleeping with her. She's treating you right. You should reciprocate. You got to take care of this woman, right? She got a problem, we take care of it. It's financial, and it's always a financial problem, right? She got a financial issue, just take care of it, right? High value men, they always want to make sure the same experience that they give themselves, they want to give to their woman, such as myself. I like going to the spa. Well, if I like going to the spa, then my woman's going to be going to the spa as well, unless she just don't like it. If I travel first class, she travel first class. If I travel around the world, she's going to travel with me around the world with me. If I like 5-star restaurants, she's going to 5-star restaurants with me. Does that make sense? She comes a part of my experience as a high value man. Does that make sense? With me, folks? High value man, they have no problem with giving gifts to women. Why? Because that's what they like, right? That's the only reason, just because that's what they like, you know? High value men understand it. See, low value men, they were like, no, I ain't spending no money on no pair. I ain't doing this. I ain't spending 5,000. I could use that money for something. See, that's low value men. Low value men always talking about and justifying why they shouldn't do anything for any woman, on how women should be deserving of shit, you know, whatever. That's just low value men. That's why they don't have the women that they want. And that's why they typically argue with women all the time. Low value men are the men that always call women bitches and hoes. And, oh, she's a bitch. That's low value men. High value men do not do that. As a matter of fact, high value men, they typically do not argue with women at all. They have a very intelligent discussion with a woman. When they have a problem, issue, it don't matter what it is. That man can speak to that woman in a very intelligent way, period. And that's how it's going to go. And a high value man has no problem with correcting a woman and checking a woman at all. And he means what he says. He's very direct, and he tell you what it is, and you make a decision. That's how high value men are, okay? And high value men, they are very okay without you. They want you to be there, but they will be okay without you. Low value men feel that they need women in their life all the time. Oh, I need you, baby. I need you, baby. What am I doing without you, baby? I need you. You make me a better man. You make me a better man, baby. I need you. High value men would never do this. Never in life. I swear to God. We're never. Need? No, I don't need you. I prefer you because you add some value. Because you add no value, you got to go. Right? So women, men, did you write that down? That's what a high value man is. Okay? And you should work towards being that type of man. Because if you do, well, I mean, women will never be your problem. I mean, you know, getting women or attracting women, that won't be an issue for you. Okay? All right, what's next? What's next here? Talk to me. Come on. Talk to me. You should smoke weed, man. You'll be so chill. No, stupid. And listen, I'm not trying to, you know, I am. Listen, if you out there smoking weed, you know, doing any type of drugs, you're not that smart. Now, this is my opinion. Now, if you get butt hurt, you can leave the fucking video at any given time if you don't like what you hear. But to me, to use a chemical, okay, I don't care, you know, it's Mother Earth, Wes, it's grass, it's Mother Earth, it's just come from the, shut up. Listen, if you have to use any type of chemical to change your mood or how you feel, okay, and if you don't realize that what you have inside of you, what God created you to be, that you have every chemical within your body to make you calm, peaceful, and chill, then you have a problem, in my opinion. Okay? That's just my opinion. And I get it. Tons of people smoke weed. Shit, almost everybody. It's insane, right? But me, I prefer to date a woman without, I mean, you smoke weed, I'm not going to be with you. I swear to God, I'm not. If I find that you smoke weed, I can't be with you. Not long term. No. I'll probably sleep with you if I really like you because you're physically attractive, but I'm not going to be with you. I just can't do it. Let me tell you something about weed, okay? And this is for the women. Women, you're not going to like this, but I'm going to tell you what it is because I've had this experience as well, okay? Women, I'm going to tell you something because I never told a woman this, but I'm going to tell you, and I've shared this on a live before. When you date a woman that smokes weed, what she don't understand, what she don't know, is her breath stinks like trash. It really does. And she don't know it because, you know, it's a lot of men out there that obviously smokes weed. So if you smoke weed, smoke anything, you won't even notice. But I dated like 2 women. Gorgeous. If I showed you a picture, you'd be like, damn, she fine. I mean, this girl was, one girl, she was from Morocco, big booty, she was fine. I mean, this girl was a 10, 100%. If I show you a picture, you'll agree with me. Everything was great, okay? Sex good, look good, perfect. But my God, when that woman would talk, okay, and I was close to her mouth, that breath almost knocked me the fuck out. I'm serious. I was like, I mean, I'm not even lying to you. I mean, I almost passed out. It was so bad that it made my head hurt. And she smoked weed. Like, I didn't notice. She finally told me, like, she smoked weed. And I don't know what the weed does to the mouth, but I think the more it just does something, and the smell is insane. It's bad. And it knocked me out. And I dated another girl like this. It was a yellow bone black girl. Pretty hair, long hair. I mean, pretty girl. Gorgeous. Trust me. Every man on here would date her. Same thing. Like, the breath was so bad, it made my head hurt. And I found a way to get out of it. I almost caused the argument to happen. I got out of the relationship. I mean, I wasn't even in a relationship. I just like got out of it. I remember we had a plan to go on the trip, and I found a way to cancel the trip and get out of the relationship because I just couldn't stand that breath. I just couldn't do it. So women, I want you to know that. So if you do smoke weed, women, brush your teeth for an hour. Maybe you need to do that, because if you don't, I'm telling you, it's there, and you don't realize it. Because don't think every man on the planet smokes weed, okay? I know a lot do, but don't think everybody smokes weed and smokes cigarettes. But that's disgusting to me, okay? Weed, cigarettes, all this, that's just nasty. And I don't want to be kissing a mouth that has all that stuff and all this smoke. That's just disgusting to me. I want to kiss a mouth that's pretty, that smells good, that feels good. I mean, I want good chemical spit, whatever in my mouth, but I want it to be pure. I don't want all that chemical smoke and weed, all that. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I cannot at all. I don't care how beautiful you are. If your breath is, I can't do it. I just cannot. I wouldn't even get aroused. Okay. So I want women to understand, if all the women that smokes weed, because your man, I don't know who you dating. Maybe you date men that smoke weed, so you good. But if you ever date a man that doesn't, he probably not going to tell you. Okay. But if you find yourself him moving you away from him, it's probably because of your breath. Okay, so I would recommend women, if you're going to smoke weed, because I get it. Some of you women think it's so medicinal that you need it, whatever, and you don't need it, but you feel that you do. Brush your teeth for an hour. Okay, that may help you out. What's next? Because see, most men are not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you your breath stink. They're going to tell you that the weed is just like. And then they're going to tell you. They're going to find a way to get out of that situation with you. And you're going to think you did something. Well, you're going to think it was something else, but it was just your breath. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. Your poor hygiene. And I'm not sure, but yeah, even weed pens. Listen, folks. I want you folks to understand that you don't need this stuff, okay? Weed pens and vapors and vapes. I mean, you don't need it. And I suggest you go research what's in the stuff. And I make a suggestion that you should research what it does to your brain and what it does to your hygiene. And I truly believe that even weed or weed pens is connected to women's vaginas that stink. I'm telling you, I think so. I mean, I got to do a little bit more research. But I'm telling you, I think women that smoke a ton of weed or smoke or vapes, I think that causes an imbalance in the body that causes her vagina to smells like freaking fish. Just smells nasty. I'm telling you. Because to me, it's just not good hygiene. Does that make sense? It's just not good hygiene. It's nasty. Okay? And, unfortunately, men are not going to tell you all of this. I'm going to tell you. Because, I don't care. It is what it is. I think you should know. I'm the type of person, I would rather tell a woman what it is so she don't make the same mistake with another person. But me, I can't deal with a person that I'm uncomfortable with. Like, especially when it comes to hygiene. Oh, I can't deal with that shit. I cannot. If you screwing up in your hygiene, I'm going to tell you. And if you don't fix it, you gone. It is what it is. That's just how I am. Period. Okay? And if you don't believe me, I'm telling you, you don't. See, a lot of you might say, no, I don't. You don't make my, it's not going to make my vagina. Okay. Look, research it. Look it up. Okay? Look it up. Smell yourself. Smell yourself sometime, women, when you get wet. Smell yourself. Because some women don't even know, man. You just don't know. because you're so addicted to the drugs and you don't realize you're causing this imbalance, all these chemicals that you put in your body. And women are already sensitive when it comes to like chemicals and, she produces estrogen. It's just so much goes on in a woman's body that you want to make sure your fluids that come through and in and out of your body are pure. Okay. Your vagina should smell like nothing. Okay. Or have a vanilla scent or just nothing. It should not have a smell. Just letting you know, it should not have a smell. So, you need to fix that. And you think about it for a second, it's probably what you're putting into your body. Okay? Make sense? Same thing with men that nut. You know what I mean? I smell like pineapples. Yeah. Of course. Of course. I know you do. Let me see. And I suggest all women to look it up. Do your research about, taking drugs, weed, vape pens, and do the research on what it does to your body and it does to your chemical imbalance. Okay, do your research. What's your question, Zafil? Let me see here. Let me see here. Questions for me. Sound like you had some bad experiences, huh? I'm sure all men have, even if they don't agree. And if you haven't, man, you just haven't been with enough women. What's next? Talk to me. Talk to me. Yeah. How do you know you have a genuine friend? You don't know. Okay? You don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't know. When it comes to friends, you never know if you have a genuine friend. I mean, because you have to define the word genuine. And I guess many people define the word genuine as they really have your best interest in mind. Well, listen, at the end of the day, people have their best interests in mind. I'm gonna be honest with you. They have your best interest as long as their interest is not compromised. Okay. So I don't think it's important to always be like, oh, I need a genuine friend. Because my question is why? Like, why do you need a genuine friend? I mean, just like, why do you need it? I mean, it's great to have, but why do you need it? And I get it if you have a significant other, you want to trust them with certain things. Okay, great. But other than that, I mean, you don't know. I mean, you never know. You just have to be a good judgment of character and pay attention to people. And then another thing is you got to know what you want in a significant other. You got to know what you can deal with, what you can't deal with, and you have to understand the type of personality trait that you can deal with as a woman. Like me, it's something that's called the magic of colors. I've never talked about this. I talk about this in one of my programs called Mass Control, but I talked about it. So you have something that's called the magic of colors. And these are the different personality traits that people have. You have red, yellow, green, and blue. Okay. And I'll give you the traits and I'll tell you the type of woman that I typically attract if you just want to know. So you have red. Red is like a CEO. Red is some more extremely confident people. Red, they're just the people that just take charge. They're the people that when they walk in a room, you say, oh, yeah, that's the person, or who is that person? They're just like the leaders on the planet. They're just very extremely confident people. They want to run the world, run everything, overly confident, sometimes seen as cocky people. Blue, there's people, they talk a lot. They just love to talk. They like to have fun. So these people like to go out to the club. They're going to have fun, laugh, drink with friends. They always want to be around people all the time. Blues love being around people. They just don't love people. They love being around people all the time. And they want to have fun. That's why you have a ton of blues that are in network marketing. Because network marketing, even if they're not making money, as long as they're having fun, they're cool with it, right? But red people, they're more strict, they're more direct, and they hurt people's feelings. Okay, to be honest with you, they don't try to, but it's just how they are. Greens, these people are very analytical people. They're the people like they open up an email and say, "Hey, man, did you forget that you forgot that T? You forgot a comma here." They go to a program, go to a meeting, and they're looking at their watch. Hey, man, they said it's gonna talk at 7 o'clock, and it's 7:01. What's going on here? The people that's trying to spell check and proofread the programs and whatever. These are the people that always find the mistakes in everything, like accountants and people like that. They're very anal people. And then you have the yellow. Yellow, these are the save the world people, such as they're very nurturing, very nice. They're always smiling, like always. They always have a smile on their face. Like, the world is beautiful. We live in a beautiful world, Wesley. No need to argue. Well, it's okay, Wes. You don't have to argue. Well, I'm sorry. I mean, these are very kind people, extremely kind, caring, loving, save the plants, do the right thing, people. These are the yellows. Typically, sometimes they can be, you can run over these people, but don't piss off a yellow too much because they will tear your ass up. I mean, you push them to a corner, they will come back. They can take a lot too. Yellows can take a lot, but you don't want to take them to the edge. So I'm a red, and obviously I attract more to women who are yellows. Okay, yellows, right? Because I'm just a dominating man, and only yellow people can deal with people like myself, right? We just balance out. I can't deal with a red woman, absolutely not. I can't deal with a blue, right? Yellow, and they're more quieter people too. Yellows are very quiet, very pleasing people. They're just very pleasing people to be around, right? So I typically gravitate towards yellows, as far as the personality trait. Okay, so which color are you? And like I said, we all have the colors a part of us, but we're dominant in one of them. Okay. I know everybody gonna be like, I'm a red, I'm a red, I'm a red. Now you want to be a red. What's the next here? I don't know my color. Okay. Think about it. You probably know, you just don't want to say it. What's the next? Questions for me, please. So what made you start doing these kinds of rants? I like them though. Well, I started doing these rants because, to be very honest with you, when I was struggling financially, and I just made a promise to myself, a promise to God one day. I did. I said, God, I'm like, God, please, if I ever get the opportunity to be wealthy, I'm serve people, I'm gonna help them become wealthy as well. I'm gonna share my philosophy. It relates to wealth and riches with other people, all my knowledge. And that's what I did. This is before I had my huge breakthrough. I said, I'm gonna dedicate my life to helping people. And honestly, I love it. I really do. I adore it. As you can see, I've been on this live with you for about an hour plus. Like, I love helping people if you want to be helped. But the big issue with people is, even when you have an intention to help them, they either play around, they take it for granted, or they just, I don't know, they don't really appreciate it. And you wonder why rich people have to charge you all the time. Because people ask you, well, why do you charge people if you're rich? Well, because if you don't pay, you don't take it seriously. But when you do pay, you pay me $15,000, you'll probably take it a little bit more seriously if you do it for free. But I do it out of the kindness of my heart because I know people can't afford it. And I believe I want to give as many people the opportunity to win, even if they can't afford to pay the money for mentorship. Okay? So all that means is I love you, big head. So shut up. Let's get it. What's next? Any more questions for me? Yeah, you could be a mix as well, the good life. But typically, you're one dominant. Like, if I meet you, I can meet a person in 5 minutes. I know exactly the color that they are. When you dump a friend, you go back? No. When you say dump a friend, what type of friend are you referring to? I just got terminated from my job. Congratulations, I'm living with my parents. Okay. I'm working on my business. Should I keep on living with them? Or should I move out and get a job while working on my business? Well, can you afford to get a place? If you can afford it, I would say move out and work on the business, because it'll allow you to be more progressive if you just by yourself, if you can afford it. I love your rants, your meditation, your crazy personality. I found you from Coach Stormy. Yeah, shout out to Coach Stormy. I love her. She's amazing. All right, she's done some absolutely fantastic things in the industry of network marketing. She's a young, black, beautiful woman. And she's doing like $1 million a month. She's amazing. She got a great story, by the way. You should follow her. All my beautiful black women should follow Coach Stormy. Just search on Instagram. She's real down to earth. Like me, she's real down to earth, man. She just say it like it is, right? She's awesome. She meditates. She believes in the law of attraction. She believes everything that I believe as well. She's fascinating. She's amazing. So definitely go follow her. What's next here? Questions for me? Who are you? Who is that friend over so many things? What? Princess Diana, are you drinking over there? Because look at your sentence. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. Oh, okay. So a lot of you came here from Coach Stormy. Well, thank you so much. Stormy, thank you for showing me that love, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Follow her as well. What's next? Any more questions for me? I'm here to serve, folks. I'm here to serve. Crypto choices. I don't have any at the current moment. I'm not into the crypto space right now. I have crypto, but I'm not following. I'm just holding because crypto is doing not so well. What's next? Any more questions for me? Is buying a house to rent as Airbnb a good business move? Is buying a house to rent? Of course, absolutely, yeah. I mean, if you can buy a house and rent it out on Airbnb, you're winning. What's next? Any more questions for me? No, I just like to hear you talk. Maybe question next time. I know you ladies love my voice. I know. How many of you ladies, just be honest, how many of you ladies are here because you like hearing my voice, my tonality, how I speak? Just be honest. I mean, no bullshit. It's all good, you know. You're not even here for the knowledge, not here for the philosophy. You're just here for the voice, right? Because it's soothing, it's nice, and it just puts you to sleep. It's all good. I don't mind. Somebody said, me. Thank you for your honesty. I appreciate that. Thank you. I love the knowledge. Okay, any more questions for me? Talk to me. Got a lot of me's here. Lauren's in the house. Well, thank you, Deidre. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Fitting Glam. I love you too, Ms. Hurls. Natisha, thank you. Can I just say you made incredible progress with your communication skill? Well, thank you so much. Yes, you can say that. And listen, you know, even when I do these lives, like I am always working on myself. Working on myself means that I'm constantly, consistently communicating. Okay. Like it's important for me to be a better communicator. To do that, I must communicate. You know, even when looking back at my audios and my videos from like last year or years ago, I made progression. I made progress. And listen, you make progress by making mistakes. It is what it is. I mean, I know a lot of you want to be out the gate and be great, but it doesn't work that way. You know, whatever you're trying to perfect or be a master in, you have to do it constantly. And just by doing it over and over again, you eventually do it well. Okay. So that's why I do these rants all the time as well, because I'm always perfecting my own individual skill. Because listen, I'm gonna be on stages very soon. I mean, Can you imagine Wesley Virgin on stages around the world, flying every week to different countries, doing seminars in front of millions and millions and millions of people, podcasts, TV shows, hanging out with my best friend Oprah, right? So I am preparing myself now. So I do these now. So I'm very comfortable with having conversation, debates, controversial debates, whatever, with people around the world. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And I'm excited for it. As long as you come to LA, I'm coming. You got a bed for it, brother? Let's get it. How can you, how can you, what? How can you recommend me to do that as well? Recommend what, Maureen? What do you want me to recommend you to do? Thanks for the badge, Melanie Robinson. Thank you so much. I love you. What's your favorite go-to song to help you get in the zone? Good question here. Believe it or not, it is Pop Smoke, either Invincible, or Dior, or Hawkham. Pop Smoke. He's a rapper, but he passed away. God rest his soul. But yeah, that's my workout song. That's the only time I really listen to like rap music or anything like that. It's when I'm working out. What's next here? Will you do a live? Who wants to go live with me? You want to go live, Miss Say NYA? Who wants to go live? Thank you, Miss Hurls. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you want to go live, I'm willing to go live with you folks. If you would like to go live, what show of the movies are you go to? Your high vibe content list. Show the movies? I don't know. I don't really. What movies do I watch? I don't really watch too many movies. I mean, Netflix and Prime has been very disappointing. So, nah, I couldn't recommend anything, honestly. I did watch The Secret today. Do you have a TikTok? Yeah, Kiki, I do have a TikTok. Wesley $1 billion V, I believe. I'm on there. I have 60,000 followers. But yeah, I do have a TikTok. Have you seen Nope? No, I have not. Sa and Ya. Okay. So yeah, do you want to go live? I mean, who wants to go live? Just come with the word live. Go live. Yeah, I was just watching The Secret. You know, funny story if you want to know. So back when I was broke and I had nothing, I would watch The Secret. You know, the movie The Law of Attraction, Secret, Rhonda Byrne on Netflix. I will watch that like 4 times a day. And I did it for a very long time. I will watch it over and over and over and over and over and over again. I watched it a ton. The Secret, the movie. Yeah, it was my first introduction to the law of attraction. I meant live across the country. Oh yeah. Yeah, of course. France, Australia. I have not watched it either. Let me know if you want to go see it. You funny. You trying to take me out on a date? Miss Saying, she says she in the tub right now. Okay. In the tub, drinking your wine, scrub. Mariana's in Spain, okay. Listen, women, that's how you should listen to me. In the tub with a glass of wine, relaxed, because then you will be able to assimilate and absorb this information easier because you're in a very relaxed alpha state of mind. Yes, my treat. Oh, okay, teacher. I'm gonna take you up on that. What, woman taking me out? What? I want to try to generate money from it. Money from what, Kiki? What, TikTok? TikTok, you have to keep posting. Just plan to do at least 500 videos before you get hot. 500 videos. Just keep posting over and over again. Hey, Wesley, I'm a door-to-door solar salesman. Instead of a better way to get more clients without having to knock on doors? Absolutely. So you have to find out what your typical client is. Like, who are your clients? And you go online, you find the demographic of client, and you recruit them online, right? Instead of going door to door. I mean, that takes forever. Right? You can start groups. You can educate people on why they should switch to solar. So many ways to do it, right? Yeah, going door to door, that guerrilla type of marketing is so obsolescent, honestly. All right, any more questions before I let you go? Hey, Susan, how are you? I'm in Jamaica. Okay, awesome. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Boop, 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 boop. All right, what's next? My TikTok is basically bringing positive vibes and happiness through music and dance, but I feel I'm missing something. Nah, you just have to keep posting. TikTok, you have to keep posting. You got to post, 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 post. TikTok is getting more difficult now because in the beginning it was easier to get a ton of views, but now you can get shadow banned. It's just so many things. But just post, just continue to post. Just don't stop. At least do 500 videos at least before you stop and say it's not working. You are appreciated, my brother, for the time. Thank you, Mexican Music. Appreciate that. Thanks so much. Can you check it? I mean, not right now, KK. I'm laying down butt naked in the bed. I'm relaxed. I'm under my weighted blanket. And it's feeling good on my body right now. Unfortunately, I got my boo on top of my body right now, so my weighted blanket is the substitute. And the boo when she's not around. Ever watch What the Bleep? Do you know? Absolutely. Great movie by Dr. Joe Dispenza, of course. I'm not by him, but he's in the movie. Not now, Kiki. I can't pull you up on the phone. I'm talking on the cell phone right now. Talking to you on the live. I send a live request. Okay, hold on. All right, there you go. Zavi.
Hey, what's up, Wes?
What's up, Zavi? How are you doing, man?
I'm just here, Jamaica. You know the vibe.
I know the vibes, man. Yaman. I know.
Ah,
Talk to me.
so what's up? We love the inspiration and all that, man.
I appreciate it, brother. How can I
So
help,
what's
brother?
good?
What's your question?
No, I was just saying you can do your thing. I'm just shouting out to a real nigga, right? Because
Oh,
we're in Jamaica listening to this, right?
oh,
So we
yeah, yeah.
gotta
Well, I
we gotta
appreciate it.
show our respect.
Oh, I appreciate it, brother. Absolutely, bro. I mean, I just came back from
Yeah.
Jamaica a couple of months ago.
No, where in Jamaica you were? I'm in
Montego
New
Bay.
York.
Montego.
Oh, you were in Montego Bay.
Yeah.
We're in St. Andrew side, Newcastle.
Oh, okay. St. Andrews. Okay. Nice.
So what
Yeah, a
was
lot of people in Jamaica follow me because when I get off the plane, man, almost everybody knew me. It was amazing.
Yeah, no joke, no joke.
It was awesome.
Yeah, they love the word of advice, just the word
Yeah,
come to the soul and whatever, it just hit the spot like no joke. I just gotta go live just to say amen.
man, I appreciate that, man. Much love, brother.
Okay, you
Keep doing
just
your
go
thing.
do your thing, bro.
All right, brother.
Okay, much
Later.
love.
Much love. I appreciate that. It always makes me feel good when people just jump on live just to give me a shout out and let me know that they appreciate what I'm doing. And that causes me to continue doing what I'm currently doing here with more people. So shout out to that young brother. Uh, all right. I guess we're done. Guess we're done here. Okay. And I'll leave you folks with a few words, of course, because I love you and I care about you. So I want you to go to bed with some positive vibes. Listen, don't be so hard on yourself. Okay? Don't be so hard on yourself. Jesus, this is one thing I had to learn in my own individual journey of achieving anything. You know, we tend to be so hard on ourselves. You know, why haven't this happened? Why is this not working? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I mean, just relax. Just take a deep breath. Honestly, I'm giving you honest, top of the heart advice. If I could go back, this I would have told myself, say, just calm down. Like work, believe, visualize, manifest, work on yourself. But don't be hard on yourself because you haven't achieved a certain milestone where you are. Okay? Practice being in the now. Like practice being grateful for everything. That's what I've learned to do for the past decade. I just learn how to be grateful in every moment of my existence. Just be, because there's always something to be grateful for. Always. It doesn't matter if you're going through it, and I've been through it, you know, but there's always an opportunity to be grateful for something. You got to remember that. Always. Doesn't matter how hard it is or how hard it gets. There's always an opportunity to be grateful. Does that make sense? Can I get an amen? It's Sunday. All right? Always. Always to be grateful about something. Because having negative vibes or having a very low frequency and being angry and upset and bitter and anxious and stressed, it's going to be very difficult for you to achieve anything. Okay? It will be. It'll be very difficult, almost impossible. But if you realize if you're in the now, you should read the book. It's called The Power of the Now. Just be grateful. Be grateful that you're alive. Be grateful that, yeah, maybe you haven't achieved the goal yet, but be grateful that you have another day to achieve the goal. Be grateful that you have a home. Maybe it's not the home that you want to live in. Be grateful that you do have one. Be grateful that you have a car. Maybe it's not the Lamborghini yet, the Rolls Royce. But, I mean, you got one. Be grateful. You're not always going to be there, but be grateful that you do have that. Be grateful for your limbs, your fingers, your arms, your legs, your eyes. So many people wish they had those things. You just haven't met them yet, so you don't know. So many people wish they had what you have. You know, it's so funny that we think that we're poor and average, normal. And other people on the other sides of the world, they think we're rich. They'll think you're rich. I know people right now, because I've traveled to plenty of countries, and they will think you're rich. I'll be honest. Some of you say, oh, I'm in the ghetto. I live like, they think you're rich because you have a house. They think you're rich because you got a car. And these people don't have nothing. You know, they don't have AC. They walk to work. I was in Kenya, and man, the destitution there was insane. I mean, people are poor. I mean, it was like as a humbling experience. And, you know, these people just moving around like it's normal. And they're begging to come here. I mean, they just, you know, every person I talk to, they said, man, my biggest wish is to come to America. That's my biggest wish. I mean, I met a family of a man. He lives, him, his wife, and his 3 kids. And they stay in one room. It's one room in the house. And the only thing that divides them is this partition. It was nothing but a sheet. And it's no AC. And for the bathroom, they have to go outside, which is shared between 4 houses. Can you imagine that? And you think you broken and poor and struggling? Sheesh. You got your own bathroom, don't you? Can I get an amen to that? You got AC, right? You can turn that thing on 60 if you want to. Can I get an amen to that? So you got to really think about this for a second, put things in perspective. That's why it was so important for me to travel with my children around the world, because it gave them an opportunity to see other things outside of America. Because sometimes when you hear, you just feel so entitled, and you think that, well, yeah, I mean, everybody has a car, everybody has a house, but yeah, if you travel the world, you'll find that people don't have this stuff, and they living fine. And some of these people, how they live, I don't know how they're doing it. I went to this one village. Like, we went to a place called, let me see if I can pronounce it correctly, Masi Mari, Mara, Masi Mara. Somebody needs to help me. But it was a safari, gorgeous. And I'll tell you something, if you ever get the opportunity to go to a safari, go. And go to Kenya and go to Masi Mari, Mara, whatever. You got to take a plane there. We took a plane from Nairobi. It's a 45-minute flight. And it just drops you right into the jungle, basically. And it was the most gorgeous sight I've ever seen in my life. Okay. And it was so quiet. It was so calm. And we went to a village. People live out there. I mean, we saw lions and leopards and cheetahs, monkeys, baboons, and I mean, just like what you see on TV on Nat Geo, that's exactly how it looks. It's fascinating. And we actually saw a migration. A migration is when you see all the animals crossing over, right? Because of I think the vegetation, the grass is, much more on one side or whatever. But it was absolutely phenomenal. See millions of animals move at one time. But we went to a village, and man, these people was, oh my God, it was so poor. It was insane. I mean, I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. I'm talking about stick houses, and they had their clothes outside on trees to dry, washing their clothes. We saw people in the river taking a bath, butt naked. Yeah, in the view, butt naked people taking a bath in the lake like it's normal, and it's normal for them. They took a bath, they butt naked, do what they got to do, put their clothes back on. I mean, it's just, you don't think this exists. You see it on TV, right? But when you see it in person, it's just humbling. You're like, God damn, people actually do this? Like, oh my God, see if I had to do it. Like, can you imagine me walking out to a stream of water, getting butt naked, taking a bath in a river? Like, you hear about it, but when you see it, it put things in perspective, right? And it just caused you to be very grateful. I'm very grateful for the life that I have here today. Exceedingly so grateful to God that I have the experience that I have, because when I saw it, and I was just giving them money. I went to the event, I just started giving people money. I mean, you saw kids outside in the hot sun, and I mean, because there's no AC, so it's just like they're like outside under the shade outside the house, because obviously inside the house is so hot they can't be there, so they're like outside, and it's like nothing to do. Like, it's no amusement parks, there's no rides, there's no swings, it's like nothing, okay? But just the jungle, right? They're living in the jungle, in a village. Never seen anything like this before. But it was humbling. And this is why I want to suggest to you to be grateful, okay? Be grateful. And be grateful where you are. And maybe you're not where the other man is or the other woman is, but grateful where you are. Be grateful and excited about your own individual journey, because your own individual progress is based off the activities and the risks that you're taking towards your achievement of your goals. And if you want more progress, take more risks. If you want more progress, do more activity. You want more progress, separate from more people out of your life. So at the end of the day, it's up to you. And you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Maybe not where you want to be, but it's where you're supposed to be based off your beliefs, your actions, and your intentions. Okay? So, without further ado, I love you. And if you don't mind, can you come back to this video and just leave a nice comment, if you don't mind? I just throw that in there. I mean, it will compel me to continue to do this, by the way. Like, just write some nice, keep doing it, Wes. Love you, Wes. You're amazing, Wes. You're crazy, Wes. I don't know. Just leave a comment. I'm going to post this video here. Can I get an acknowledgement that you guys are going to do that tonight before you go to bed. In 2 minutes. I'm going to post it. Just leave a comment. Come back to the video and just leave a comment under the video. Some more people listen, obviously, right? I need a little social proof. So I need all my loyals. You're my loyal folks that have been listening to me for years. And I appreciate you. Now we'll continue to do it. So much love. This is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin. Have a great night. Get to work. Don't sleep. Remember, in life, you don't get what you want. You get what you picture. Picture the life that you want daily until you get it. Much love. This is Wes. Let's go.